What's up, y'all? So in today's video I wanted to talk about this cool thing that I found over the weekend. It's a website where you can create your own MySQL databases online for free and host it as well. And yeah, so it's called FreeSQL Database, and for free you can create one database, and you start with 5 megabytes for the database, and it's hosted on PHPMyAdmin, and you have multiple server locations. And right here I have an example that I made where I made one table, programmatically inserted some values inside of there. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to set up a free SQL database, a free MySQL database, excuse me, and we will use Node.js to insert some values into a table that we make. So let's get into it. Cool, so the first thing that you're going to want to do is go ahead and click the link in the description below. That'll take you to this website, FreeSQLdatabase.com. And if you scroll down a little bit, it'll show you this sign up button for free. Just go ahead and click that. And just go ahead and sign up with this website. And I'm just going to use this free temporary mail, just to show demonstration purposes. So register. So once you have signed up, you're going to get an email inside of your inbox or your spam account, where it'll ask you to complete your registration. Click this link and it'll ask you to create a password. So I'll just quickly create a password right now. Doesn't really have to be that strong. I don't think anybody would really be able to hack into this email, because I'm going to delete it anyways. So now what I'm going to do is just log in. So I'll just copy, where is it? Right here. I'll just copy this email, paste it in there, and paste my password. Let me type out my password. Click remember me. There we go. Did I give the wrong password? Alright, there we go. I'll just save that. Alright, so now that you've completed registration, it's going to ask you where you're from to better provide a service. You can answer truthfully or whatever. I'll just put in a random country. I think I'm from Comoros. I don't know what that is, but alright, complete my registration. Alright, and now it's going to also ask me, the first thing is select where we want our database to be located. So I will choose North America West. It really depends on where you're located. You can go Asia Pacific, Europe, South America, wherever. Alright, so now I'm going to click Start New Database. And you're going to see database details, your host name, username, and for the password, what you're actually going to have to do is go into your email, and after a couple of minutes you should see it pop up here. I'll just pause the video and come back to it. Alright, there we go. Now we have our password, which will be inside of here. So let's open her up, and right here we'll see our credentials, host, name, user, password, everything that we need. I will be deleting this database after this tutorial is over, so don't try and copy its credentials. So I'll go back into my account, and I will click follow this link for PHPMyAdmin, and it'll take me to the link to PHPMyAdmin, and I'll just input first the host name, which will be the first thing right here, so server, and then the username, which is this, and finally the password, which is gonna be this. Click I am not a robot, and go. And we should be logged in any second now. Alright, there we go. Now we have our very own database that we have set up online, and you're going to see two tables right here. One is information schema, database. One is the information schema, and the other one is the actual database that you want to use. So click the second one, and it'll take some time to load. Usually PHPMyAdmin isn't this slow. I think it might be my computer, I'm not sure, or my internet. So what I'm going to do is create a table called greatest player ever, and I will give it 2 columns. One is going to be the name and the team that he played for. So this one's going to be called player name. I'll give it a varchar of 255. And the next one is going to be the team, and same thing, varchar at 255. And I will click save, and it'll take its sweet time setting up this table. Alright, there we go. Now we have a table called greatest player ever, and if you click it, we will see 2 columns that will say player name. Oh, what is this? Let's go, not in the structure, we want to go into browse. And now we see 2 columns right here, player name and team. So now let's make a Node.js application that will programmatically add some values to this database that we just created online for free. Alright, so just go ahead and open up your favorite code editor, and the first thing that we will do is do npm init, which will create us this right here, package name. So I will just give it freedb, and I'll hit enter for every other thing. And now we have a package.json file right here that we made. And the next thing that I will do is create a file called server.js. And after that is over, I will do npm I mysql2. And after that is completed, I will also install nodemon as well. So npm I nodemon-g, just so we don't have to keep opening and reopening our project to save our changes, or to run our changes, I mean. So go ahead and open up your server.js file, and I'm going to minimize my terminal. We no longer, well, we're still going to need it, but I'll just minimize it to there. There we go. Alright, I'll just zoom in a little bit more, and the first thing that I'll do is const MySQL is equal to require MySQL / promise. And the reason that we added the / promise at the end of this is because we will be creating an async await function. Alright, now let's create our function to insert something into our database. So I'll do const insert into db is equal to async parentheses arrow function curly brackets, and I'll do const connection is equal to await MySQL.create connection, and I'll type host, comma, next one is going to be user, comma, password, comma, database, comma, port, and I'll just give the port 3306. And to get these values right here, go ahead and check your email again. It should be inside of there. So right here, so the first one is going to be the host, so I'll copy this, paste it inside of here, inside of parentheses. Next one is user, so I'll copy this and paste it here as well as here. And the last one is going to be password, so I'll copy this, and in parentheses, oh, why am I saying parentheses? I meant quotes. Oof. Alright, so now what we're going to do is create a query that will insert into our table. So I'll create a try catch block, and inside of the catch I will do console.log e if there's an error. I'll just do console.log inserted, and right above this let's do await connection.query query. Yep, that should be right. And I will insert into, let's check the name of the database again. What was it called? Greatest basketball player ever. So greatest basketball player ever. And the 2 columns are player name and team, and I will input the values of Oops, what is going on? Okay. Yeah. Okay, parentheses, single quotes, LeBron James, and he plays for the Lakers. And so if I save that, and now if we try running this, oh wait, we also need to call our function, so I will just copy this name right underneath it. I will just paste it and call the function. And now if we do nodemon server.js, it shouldn't spit out any errors, but we did get inserted, so that's good. And now if we go back into our database and we refresh, we should see, moment of truth, we should see, whenever the computer is ready, there we go. Now we see LeBron James and Lakers. Cool. Cool, so I hope this video helped you out, and if it really did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one.